This video mainly pertains to the hardcore subscribers of mine off the Jacob Clare channel that may be coming over to this particular channel and trying to understand what I'm trying to do here. So before I get into this thing as far as what's going on with the Jacob Clare channel so you can understand it, what I did with the Jacob Clare channel after I got this strike warning and then a strike was I deleted any kind of inflammatory videos off of the channel. So I can, because if I get one more strike, they will YouTube itself will close down the channel. So I'm very close to that. When Vaping with Ken did that particular video, which right now it's pending with the YouTube as far as copyright infringement. I mean, he put my entire video within his video. You can't do that. Regardless of what Jay Hayes wrote in a comment, you can't do it. I mean, I've been able to take down Vaping Legion Network's video because of that. And that was just a very small amount of time that they put in their particular video, and I was able to take that entire video down. I had a strike against my channel about 2 years ago from, at that time wasn't NVO Network, it was Vaping Minuteman, and he took down the entire video as well. And then I got a strike out of that. So anyway, that's pending with YouTube, and that takes a little time for them to get in contact with Vaping with Ken, and he'll do whatever he does, and then he'll reply however, and then it'll come back to me, and then it goes back and forth. That's how the process goes. But right now it's pending with YouTube. But nevertheless, this channel, Jacob Clare, is very close to being shut down. So what I did was, when that first strike came, and I looked at this page that I'm going to show you, I realized, holy crap, I am going to be shut down. So the way YouTube works is if you delete your account, you have a certain amount of time before you can recover that account. And so I could have hid the YouTube channel, but I didn't want to take any chance with all these inflammatory videos. So I deleted the account. I went over to this account, tis Folly to be wise, and I uploaded videos onto that channel. And as well, on this channel, I have many other videos that I will upload, which will be anything from vaping to non-vaping. It'll be a bit different. The main thing is that I hopefully, this is my hope anyway, because I don't have really any subscribers on this channel except for two, except for those that may come over to this channel via Jacob Clare. What I would like to do is those that I sent that message to via email, that get in contact with me via email, I'm going to trust you to not tell anyone about this particular channel, tis Folly to be wise. So I could keep this channel exclusively for my hardcore subscribers, or those that really are interested or understand what I'm trying to do on the Jacob Clare channel. I'm going to also do on the tis Folly to be wise. I won't have like videos that are inflammatory, just in case that word leaks out, because I've had, like, before, it was the Jacob Clare channel, it was called the quiet one, and unfortunately it was not so much leaked out, but however they found out about that channel, they found out about it, and then I had all the trouble again. So I figured if I can just have one channel that's exclusively for those that understand what I'm doing, that hopefully I won't run into that trouble. No one knows this channel has existed. It's been, I think I started this channel back in 2018, and I put some videos on this channel, but not as many as there are now, and I have several more I want to upload. So you're going to wind up just with a crap load of videos that's going to come across your way, about over 100 of them that I'm going to put onto this channel. And then once that all those videos are uploaded, then I could start to put, you know, current videos in real time up on that channel. But that channel is mainly, hopefully, just for those that believe or believe in what I'm doing and understand what I'm doing on my channel. And I don't want to have a bunch of dumbed down idiots on that channel. I would really prefer, even if there's just 10 subscribers, that is fine with me. I consider it like a exclusive club of intellectuals on that particular channel. That is, 'tis folly to be wise. I mean, it says it right there in the title. Jacob Clare, I will continue to do. I will continue to do this, but this is more for the mass, for the mass, for the majority, or not the majority, but like, for anyone on YouTube, they can watch Jacob Clare. But 'tis folly to be wise will be just exclusively exclusively for those that understand what I was trying to do on Jacob Clare and on all my other channels, that will come to this particular channel, because on this channel it's just for you guys, and it's, of course for me, but it's for you guys only. I'm speaking to intellectuals. On Jacob Clare, even though I was talking to intellectuals like yourself, unfortunately, I had a bunch of idiots come over to the channel that disrupted this channel. And as the one I'm about to show you is really on the verge of being shut down. So I have to be very careful of what's on this channel. And I have to wait about 3 months, a little over 3 months, before all this gets, not swept under the carpet, but it gets under control again. So I hardly will put anything up on Jacob Clare, and if I do, it will be very toned down, and it won't be at all what you guys expect. The way you wind up on this channel war 2019, I deleted all those videos. I didn't have to delete them, but I couldn't take the chance of some asshole coming over to the Jacob Clare channel and attempting a strike on that channel. Same with Rumble in the Jungle. And until I understand exactly what's going to go on with this channel, I'm not going to upload any of those videos on this channel. I probably won't do it, because you guys that have been with me for some time saw those videos, and I don't need to replay them. You understand? So you'll get fresh new material as time goes by after I upload all these other videos. The Jacob Clare channel, I love the Jacob Clare channel because I put up everything on that channel, but those very harsh, in-your-face videos must come to an end. And even though I enjoy doing them, I mean, I'll still curse and stuff, but it won't be so much character assassination. I guess that's the best way to do it. I mean, they assassinate my character all the time. I mean, that's constant. But I'm strong enough to deal with it. I just ignore it. But Vaping with Ken certainly, he made it a point to his audience to pretty much shut me down. Is basically what he was saying with strike or, whatever. It was basically, I mean, he's talking to a vast amount of people. I think it was over 600 people have watched this video. And even if you get 5 or 10 of them to try a strike on my channel, I mean, it'll shut it right down. So let me share this with you so you understand what's going on here. So it's on my YouTube channel. I don't mind sharing any of this information with you guys, okay? The status and features Jacob Clare. It's a verified channel. So as far as the copyright strikes, I have 0. Okay, so I would get a happy face on that. But as far as the community guideline status, I'm all the way over here. When you go over here where the mouse is at, you're shut down. Usually, when I get a strike, I'm over here where the mouse is at. And then I could tone it back a bit, not worry about the entire channel being shut down. I'll leave some videos up, even if they're somewhat inflammatory, but it's more just, you know, I don't have to be so careful. But when it moves into this here, then you have to be very careful, or else if you go over here, it's going to shut down your entire channel. So the details, like what it does, before I show you the other stuff, is as far as uploading this, for just YouTube updated their guidelines or their rules or terms of service. So it's only for a week, but the strike remains on your channel for up to 3 months. Okay, and what can happen because of that, this little face here where the mouse is at remains there. So even though all this other stuff, what I'm about to show you, it becomes enabled again, this here remains the same. So if I get one strike, even a warning, but mainly a strike, I won't get any warnings. But if I get a strike, it closes the entire channel down. And that's what so I decided, well, I know how it works as far as a recovery. So I figured, let me delete the channel, come to a complete end. I mean, I could have hid the channel or even unlisted all the videos, but I just didn't want to take a chance. I just wanted to literally, you know, quote unquote, off the air. So that's what I did. I waited a little while as I was uploading all these other videos on this particular channel, and then I came back and then recovered. You can recover it if you do it in a certain amount of time, and usually it's about 36 hours, and if not, then it's deleted entirely from YouTube servers. So I'm not able, this goes on for 1 week, okay? So I'm unable to upload anything, okay, as far as the videos. I never monetized it. I'm eligible, but I'm not. It's funny on YouTube, you know, even though they disable everything, you can still enable your monetization, but I've never enabled that. I can't do any live streaming, that's disabled. Make this just a little bit smaller so you can see it. Embed live streams, I'm not, even if it was enabled, I'm not able, I don't have enough subscribers. My longer, so make this a little bigger here. So my longer videos, right now I'm unable to do that. Meaning anything over 15 minutes, I'm unable to upload. If I want to unlist or have private videos, they enable that because they don't care, because no one sees it. The custom thumbnails is disabled. I've never used that. And external annotations, I never use that, so that's just really wrapped up in money, you know. And YouTube's all about money. It's a private business, you know. And super chat, I've never been, I never could use that because I don't have 1,000 subscribers or over. I never used this, the custom URL, and the content ID appeals. I never used that. And the channel memberships, I don't have enough subscribers to have that. So anyway, let me make this just a little bit bigger so you can see it. So here you are. So your community guidelines and how it breaks down is, I first got a warning. I actually didn't get the strike from Vaping with Ken. That's a funny thing about it, okay? And I left the channel intact when I got the warning. So I was like, okay, no problem. I could deal with that. I could deal with a warning, because a warning, it never moved it even over to here where the mouse is at. I still had a smiley face. So the warning I got from Vaping with Ken, when he sent that particular other, the live show that I did, Will You Wind Up on This Channel War 2019, in regards to vaping with Ken. So the violation of YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying, which is really funny because I reported the Vape Unleashed Network in regards to this, and they never did a thing about it. It's kind of weird on that one other video that they had. The other video I was able to take down via a copyright infringement strike, but the harassment and bullying they left out. They left that's still there on the Vape Unleashed Network. Go figure out. No idea. Anyway, and so that was acknowledged on August 12th, 2019. I didn't necessarily acknowledge it, but when you click on the little icon there that says review details, according to YouTube, that's you're acknowledging it. No, I just wanted to see what it was all about, but that's YouTube for you. And then as far as the strike is concerned, that came off of the Will You Wind Up on This Channel War 2019 in regards to a Ruby Roo. I'm sure it was with the CUNT video. And so that that gave me a strike. And instead of just going from here to here, for some strange reason, it actually went to here. It's kind of weird. With the warning, I didn't get this little face, this flat face here, to shine up. I was A-okay. I still had a smiley face even with the warning. But it's kind of strange that they jumped over this and went to this, but I can't do anything about it. It's a private company. In fact, they could have just shut me down if they wanted to, for no reason at all, no notice. I've done videos of that in regards to their YouTube terms of service. Without notice, they could just shut you down, your channel down, without even giving you any kind of, email or anything. It's a private company. So that was for violation of YouTube's policy on hate speech by calling her a CUNT. So by calling her a CUNT, I wound up having hate speech. So that gave me the strike, which made it from here to here. And that's why I can't do any of these particular things here for a week. And then, of course, that comes off November 10th, 2019. But this strike was prompted by Vaping with Ken. So I guess YouTube's getting harassment and bullying, reported video, and then on top of that, they're getting hate speech. So maybe they figured, well, what's going on with this channel, But YouTube doesn't understand the channel because they don't watch my videos, but that's beside the point, You have probably one person, sitting behind a desk or in a cubicle, and they decide the fate of your channel. And they can certainly do it because it's a private company. And I have no recourse whatsoever in whatever they do. So the only recourse I do have is to delete all the inflammatory videos. I deleted all the like the Make It Right videos that I uploaded onto the Jacob Clare channel from my past channels. I deleted all of those channels. Anything that could be even remotely or plausibly considered. One second, let me let the dog in. So, I mean, any video that was even remotely or plausibly, or even possibly inflammatory, I deleted off the Jacob Clare channel. So there's no reason for me to get a strike on anything. I mean, it's like rated G right now. This channel is rated G. I mean, you get some cursing and stuff in some of these videos I have, but as far as being very harsh character assassination, or like they say, hate speech. No, it's not really hate speech, but hate speech or harassment and bullying, all of those particular videos, regardless if it's explicit or implied, I deleted from the channel. I have them all on my external hard drive, and it's funny, all of those videos were all age restricted, and yet, it is what it is. But, YouTube can do whatever they like because it's a private company and I can't do anything about it, So that's where it stands right now, and the funny thing is I had this one, I mean, I don't mind sharing sharing with you guys because I consider this exclusive club, at least as of now. So hopefully it stays that way. But I had a comment from Jay Hayes. It was kind of strange. Jay is a very strange boy. And so he says, it's not against the rules to do reaction videos. As long as more than 40 seconds don't go on, even then, it's not in context. Well, he used my, Vaping with Ken used my entire video. And Jay Hayes is actually in text, live chat text, cheering on the crowd. You know, it's crazy. You know, Jay is a freaking nutcase. Anyway, so it says, I fought this battle with KZOR for months, almost a year. It's still on his channel. Just like with Tom McDonald or any movie being reviewed, copyright won't work. Trust me on this one. This is something I know all too well. Making a joke about suicide isn't funny in any context. The funny thing about Jay Hayes is he went after me for copyright infringement. Yeah, but that's just Jay, you know, he's going to stick up for, you know, one of his loyalties is to Vaping with Ken, as long as Vaping with Ken has a loyalty to Jay Hayes. You know, that's how all that mindset works. And then he talks about suicide, and, you know, on that particular series, will you wind up on the Channel War 2019, the way it ran was whatever goes. So I figured, what the hell? You know, I know Vaping with Ken is pretty sensitive when it comes to suicide. So I said, what the hell? I'm going to throw that in there as well. It popped into my head and I went with it. But I'm not making light of suicide. But the YouTube itself doesn't understand what I am doing with this with that particular series, or we wind up on the Channel War 2019. So, you know, and I agree 100%. It's very harsh. Don't get me wrong. That's why every single one is age restricted. But apparently, age restriction does not mean a thing. It doesn't. It's a con. That's like really, I don't know. I think YouTube does that more as a way to protect itself rather than actually adhering to what that really is all about. I mean, if you're an adult and you realize what the series is all about, it doesn't bother you. You realize that I'm being nonsensical, you know, I'm being stupid and just whatever comes to mind. It's like a Howard Stern kind of thing. Whatever pops in your head, you say it. Whereas if you go to, let's say this much, I'm very careful what I say, so I don't inflame anything, and I speak, you know, very logically and very dry and things of that nature. Anyway, so then he talks about losing someone. Well, as we know about Jay, and I did leave up the Burying the Dead video because I on Jacob Clare channel, because even though it inflamed Jay Hayes and the Hazers, I was speaking in general terms, so it's not really inflammatory. I didn't say his name or anything like that, you know. So, and I explained exactly what, you know, what suicide is, losing a loved one and things of that nature, and burying the dead. Apparently Jay Hayes made money off of burying his dead, but I guess that's beside the point. Jay, you know, Jay is, like I said, sometimes you go way too far. I was the one telling everyone you weren't deleting your shit and you would be back. Here we are. You're like a tick. Oh, yes, definitely like a tick. Like a tick and a prick, I guess. But yeah, as far as going too far, it wasn't a matter of going too far. That was the way the series was set up. And, you know, I'll tell you a perfect example. It's funny, when I did the one video that's now deleted from Jacob Clare channel, I deleted that. I love you, Robert Williams and Goodbye video, when I faked like a suicide, no one had a problem. In fact, that would have been a perfect time to report the channel. Now here I have a noose as the thumbnail, and no one reported that particular video. I mean, that certainly would have given me a strike, but no one reported it. And I had more views on that particular video than on this video in regards to Will You Wind Up on the channel 2019 in regards to Vaping with Ken. But because Vaping with Ken explicitly requested of his audience, along with Jay Hayes as the wrench in the live chat text, then they're prompting their viewership to give me a strike. And that's why I got a strike. I mean, if Jay Hayes stated back when I did I Love You, Robert Williams and Goodbye video with the news picture and everything, if Jay Hayes said, he said to his haters, go over to Jacob Clare channel, make sure you get him a strike, they will do it. So it was prompted by them. And that was because of why? Well, because Vaping with Ken is an idiot. He's a troublemaker. And he did this thing, Will You Wind Up on the channel 2019? And I mean, it's stupid. I mean, I left him alone for, I think, a month or so, 2 months. Never spoke about him. And yet then he starts with me. And maybe that's what he wanted to do, was instigate this whole situation. I have no idea what his motives were. But so be it. I don't know. But he knows what Will You Wind Up on the Channel War 2019, what the series is all about. And when I made fun of, the news thing or suicide, it was all in fun. It was in jest, not so much fun, but it was in jest. And the entire video was not about that. See, that's what YouTube only saw. They didn't see the rest of the video. They will only watch whatever you tell them to watch at a particular timestamp. They're not going to take the time out of their day to watch the entire video and realize it was really just a joke. I was just having fun with Vaping with Ken. Just like when they have fun with me, calling me a child killer and a child molester and a stalker and a predator and all this other crap. I've learned to just deal with it. What's the saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, or tit for tat, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So, he should be able to take it in stride. But apparently he wanted to make it a big show on his show, on that reaction video. And he did it at my behest, so to speak. And he did what he did. So like I said in the Let's Say This Much video, I said, well, if I have any kind of reaction, then I will file copyright infringement, which I did. And that just pens there until YouTube. Usually they work on that about a week, and then they'll let you know what's going on. I mean, if they don't take it down, then they don't. I mean, I can only try to do it. I mean, it's definitely clearly a copyright infringement. He literally took my entire video and put it in his video. But, once again, YouTube can change their policy, or it depends on who's actually handling the copyright infringement case or whatever. Could be, anything could happen. YouTube is a private company, so at their own discretion, they can decide if it should be given a strike or given a warning or taken down or just leave it up. I mean, it's completely up to them. You can't really do anything about it. I mean, they have an appeal process, but I mean, come on, you're not in a court of law. This is a private company, So that's how they deal with things, I don't hold it against YouTube. I may hold it against some of the imbeciles that work for YouTube, but YouTube itself, no, not the company itself. I mean, it's not like the president of YouTube is making these decisions of their own. They're not making the decisions. Some I don't know, 21-year-old or 35-year-old or whoever, 60-year-old that's making these decisions. You know, like I said, I tried to get harassment and bullying. I reported the Vape Legion Network, this is over 2 years ago, to YouTube, and that one particular video is still up. So you go figure that one out. But anyway, so I just want to share this with you. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to put up a lot more videos on this particular channel, "'Tis Folly to Be Wise." And then it'll be current time videos. So you're going to wind up with just a slew of videos that you have seen already, for the most part. About probably 90% of them you have seen. And the other ones are just other channels that I've had, as well as some music that I'm going to put up on this channel. And I don't expect you to, you know, watch any of these videos. If, in fact, the best thing to do is just wait until it's current. That is something that's current, that I'm actually speaking to in real time, rather than all these past uploads or whatever else. You know, it's up to you, but I'm just saying. So if you see 100, you know, videos up when you're, you know, that were posted, uploaded, I don't expect you to watch them at all. But they're just, I just rather just, you know, put them up there and leave it at that, and then move on in real time. But this is an exclusive channel, and hopefully only a very few. I would prefer to have no more than like 50 subscribers on this channel, even less than that, that are really hardcore, that really, and I know which ones. Like, there was only about 5 or 6 people that I sent that message to. And if others react to that message, if they come across it in the comment page and they email me, I'm not going to give them this channel. If I know that they are not my subscriber base, because there are certain individuals that understand what I've been doing, and unfortunately they're in the extreme minority, 99.9% of YouTube. If they want to see me, they're going to see me on Jacob Clare, not on this particular "'Tis Folly to Be Wise," because I do not at all consider them wise. Not at all. They're just a bunch of drama, you know, all dramatics, and, you know, making money off of YouTube, and exploiting a dying vaping industry, and just all garbage, you know, and instigators or whatever else have you. Anyway, so I want to share this with you, and this is mainly for anyone that's going to come from Jacob Clare to here. And hopefully, I mean, you know, I can't, you know, I'm not in your life, you know, I mean, I'm not able to say, like, we're not like taking like a blood oath here or anything. I mean, you may very well open your mouth up to others. I would prefer that if you do, you do it with discretion, and that only those that you believe that really appreciate what I'm doing on this "'Tis Folly to Be Wise" channel, you will spread that word of mouth too. But I'm going to trust your judgment. And the only bad thing I hate about YouTube is they don't give you the power to delete subscribers. I mean, if I could do that, that'd be fantastic. I mean, if I could just delete, like, especially on the Jacob Clare channel, there's over 200 to 300 subscribers I would love to just delete. And then there would be no reason at all to do this channel. But, I mean, I'd had it anyway, but it was mainly for my creative projects for the most part. But that would be a great thing if YouTube would provide that service, that you could delete whoever you like. I mean, if you could ban someone, but that's only so they can't leave a comment. But I'm talking about literally delete the subscriber from your YouTube account. That would be great if I could do that, but they don't provide that service. Or the other thing, the other way around it is like what Facebook does, that you have a closed group. Yeah, that'd be great. If I could have a closed group on "'Tis Folly to Be Wise" channel, and only you would have to be like invited in. Oh, that would be great too if YouTube had that in place. And I'm sure they could do it, but who knows? I don't know. YouTube is set up to make as much money as it can. So they'd rather have the mass appeal rather than all these little exclusive groups and stuff like that. Maybe that's part of the reason why they don't do it. I don't know. But anyway, I welcome you over to this channel. And as time goes by, I will put some stuff on this channel that you won't see on Jacob Clare channel. And I think Jacob Clare channel eventually just sort of die away. I mean, I'm going to leave the channel up as long as YouTube don't take it down. But I will put not much information on that particular channel. I think the only series I will continue on with is Let's Say This Much and What Every American Vapor Ought to Know. I definitely do not want to see Vaping Minuteman or any of his pack over on this channel. I mean, of course, he'll figure out a way to get over here somehow or another, but I would really and truly prefer him not over here. Is just a complete utter asshole, and I tolerate him on the Jacob Clare channel, and he has been learning. He has been learning a lot, but he never acknowledges at all where he gets the information from. And I could deal with him on the Jacob Clare channel, but not on this quote unquote private group that I have on YouTube on the "'Tis Folly to Be Wise." Well, we'll see what happens, because hopefully war doesn't get around, and if it doesn't get around, only to certain individuals that you trust, that would appreciate what I'm attempting to do with my YouTube channels. So I think Jacob Clare channel will be exclusively for like What Every American Vapor Ought to Know, or Let's Say This Much, and things of that nature. I'll leave it at that. So anyway, I appreciate you seeking me out. And I figured maybe eventually you would seek me out, because all you have to do is put some of my older videos into the search box, and some of the videos either pop up as Jacob Clare or "'Tis Folly to Be Wise." So then you would say, "Oh, I know that he has another channel." So I thought maybe you could seek me out, but I figured, well, only certain ones that I leave a message to. And it's only been, I left it to Tony Glock, and I left it to Bird Keeper, Rob Long. Not many at all that I leave it to. Brent McCarran, he's been with me. He seeks me out for some strange reason. He's a pretty good guy. But there's about maybe 5 or 6 that I sent it to. John, I sent it to. He hardly ever comments anymore, but he's like one of my old-time subscribers. I would love to be able to just send a message through YouTube, but YouTube stopped doing that, so you can't send messages via YouTube. Funny thing is, I did not send the message to Bruce or Jerry, because I'm afraid Bruce and Jerry will tell Vaping Minuteman, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So anyway, as well as many others like Jay Hayes, or any of his hazers, or any of this crap that's that cling to Jacob Clare channel. I don't want to turn this channel into a circus, because if that's the case, then I'll just have the Jacob Clare channel, and then whatever, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for seeking, as far as the email invite. And like I said, I would love YouTube to give that, the creator that power to only invite those that they would want to be on their one particular YouTube channel. I mean, that would just be a great, great thing. Great thing. But, so far they haven't done that. So who knows? And I'll do like live shows on this channel. I'll also be doing live shows on the Jacob Clare channel. But I'll do more live shows on this channel rather than the Jacob Clare channel. So as time goes by, you'll get a feel as to what I'm doing with both these channels and the direction of other channel. And I'll just have to wait it out for 3 months as far as the Jacob Clare channel, because that could, all it takes is one more strike and the entire channel is shut down, not by me, but it's shut down by YouTube. So I have to be very careful. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Bye.